Good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna warn you, not one single drop of coffee or cigarettes, and I usually have my filter, it doesn't work so much pre-coffee. I'm gonna talk today about control freaks, and what you need to know about them and what you can do to protect yourself. So number one, what you need to know about control freaks. Besides the fact that they're probably also psychopathic narcissists who are gaslighting you and using all sorts of passive aggressive controlling techniques to abuse you. First thing you need to know is they have zero control over themselves. They have no control over themselves. So people who have zero control over themselves feel the need to control other people. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so when you understand that they have no control over themselves, see, a lot of times they try to pretend that, they have it all together and, the perfectly clean house, the perfect life, the perfect wife, the perfect everything, right? But it's a facade. Okay, they have zero control over themselves, which is why they have to try to control other people. They're miserable. And two, they are riddled with fear. Yeah, they are the ones that, probably won't jump out of airplanes. And I know most people won't, but, walk in the forest or even walk barefoot, because what if they can't control everything? What if there's a bear? What if there's a poop on the ground? Which, what ground isn't poop, really, technically? But... Yeah, so they are riddled with fear. And the problem is when you're riddled with fear, well, let's say, have you ever seen a mountain lion encounter someone in fear? They snap. Why? Because people do really bad, dangerous, stupid things in fear. Okay, so... they are riddled with fear. What if I hold this or lose hold of this illusion or grasp of whatever it is I have? And, so they're always on edge. Worried about losing their grip over whatever, including you. 3, any disagreement. Anytime you disagree, it will be considered an assault. It's just the way it is. You're, you're not allowed to say, oh, well, I respect you, but I disagree with that, and this is what works for me. Oh, no, well, let me tell you how to do. Yeah, okay. So, and they always know what you need. You got to keep that in mind. They know what's best for you. I mean, before you even finish your sentence, honey, I need, oh yeah, I know what you need. Okay. The reason they think they don't, or that they already know everything is, well, again, because they're narcissistic. And what you really need to know is that they don't care about you. Oh, I'm a control freak and I care about all the people in my life. Oh, you're probably saying right now, some of you. No, you don't. They don't care about you, the person, the unique individual, the beautiful soul. What they care about is continuing the facade, the illusion, right? That person, that toy. You are their play toy. That's the reality. Okay? And really, what you need to know if you are in this trap, being their play toy, they are always looking for an excuse to attack, right? Or to exert power, because that's the only thing that makes them feel like they have some semblance of strength. So, how they choose to exert power, whether violence or, whatever it is. But another thing that control freaks do, which makes them dangerous, is because they have no power for themselves, and Well, they call enforcers, okay? They call enforcer teams. Well, if that neighbor won't do what I want her to do, then, I'm just going to call the cops. Yeah, that's what control freaks do. So if they can't control you with their abuse or manipulations, then they're going to call somebody with badges and guns. Or their gang stalking network, like even you trolls here on YouTube. I'll give you an example. Yeah, one comes out, you say something, and I say bullshit, and then like 50 of you are there already. By the way, speaking of control freak, I do kind of want to share something that happened in the last couple days. So there's a guy, and he's commented some things on my videos. Always passive aggressive, veiled threats, but then he ends it up with like, oh, God bless you. I'll be praying for you. Yeah, please save those prayers. I ended up blocking him yesterday, but this is why. Each of those comments with the veiled threats, the controlling mechanisms, the straight up abuse and gaslighting, he demanded every single time that I go tell my housemate to call him. And then yesterday, oh my God, well, I can't believe you didn't have him call me. And, what's your problem? You're taking over, blah, 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 right? And then sends these like super long, diatribes to have me removed because I'm not following his orders, which actually, that wasn't true. Every time I did see his comment or saw my housemate, I told him. I know that he was called multiple times, but he was playing a game to try to control and manipulate me and the homeowner. For what reason, I don't know, and I don't care. Because that is where we get into how do you protect yourself from control freaks. Number one, don't engage. You will not win. As I said, every single time you disagree with the king's orders, it will be considered an assault and you will be deserving of an attack of full force. And they don't care because they're always justified. They're always right. There's always a reason why you made them do what they did to you, right? So, okay, you seriously do not engage. You will not win. If you are, say, in a situation like one I was in recently, these people that work for Google, that I was offered to be paid to build and clean and demold and organize and all that stuff, their property and whatever. After 10 days, I built my little place. I didn't get paid, and then they're freaking out over like money and, oh my God, yeah, I don't, well, how about if I just give you nothing? We helped you by letting you come here and barking orders, and just got louder and louder and louder. And by the way, it's recorded. It's really funny. So thanks for your attack, Carrie, because I have no problem making it public. But anyways, yeah, so he gets louder and louder and louder. And like most everything he said was, like all these crazy accusations, like things that aren't even true. So if I was in my ego mind and wanting to prove I'm right and, or the poor me mind, like, oh my God, what are you doing? I'd probably say that. Or I would argue and say, no, that's actually not true, you jerk. I was actually whatever, right? But you can't. Say nothing. Smile. If it's in a situation like money or people owing you and lying, then record it secretly, right? But I have to, I'm sorry. If this is one of your partners or somebody you live with, you have to get out, or you have to ask yourself, what is your problem? Why do you love being controlled? Is it because you fear your own power? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. But yeah, so, okay, you can't engage. You must remove yourself. No contact, because, again, they are right about everything. Every single thing they try to fix about you or control about you is completely justified because they're God and they know everything and they care about you. But again, you always have to remember they do not care about you, the person. They care about the illusion. The fact is, you are their toy of emotional manipulation, perhaps even physical blackmail, whatever. You are their doormat. You are their receptacle for all of their unexpressed, unresolved fear, pain, anger, loss of control. You can't help them. But this is what you can do. There are people that don't know that they're control freaks. They're not total, full-blown, narcissistic, whatever, psychopaths and things like that. So in that case, let's say you are having a conversation with someone like me, for example, someone who talks way too much. Can't fucking help it. It's just the way it is. 3 planets in Virgo and Mercury, whatever. Okay. So you can, say, oh, you know what? I really love hearing what you have to say, but I would like to share my opinion too. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Sorry. Maybe I or whoever didn't even notice that they were talking all over you. So it's not always completely intentional. Obviously, that's for you to discern. Is this, like a long time problem? Your controlling mother, your controlling father, your husband, wife, your blah, blah, blah. But this is what you have to remember. People who love you want you happy. They are not trying to fix you. People who love you will not fix you. Why? Because there's nothing to fix. Because you're already perfect, and that's what love is. Love is allowance, not demands, okay? People coming onto my channel and making demands, and, that's, sorry, control freak, you need help. Block, bye-bye. It's just the way it is. For me, now that I'm healthy and won't be abused in that manner anymore. Dude, I spent most of my life being controlled by everyone and anyone. Yeah, I was fearful. I mean, that was all I knew. I grew up that way. So, and I'm sure there's a lot of us who have, right? Trauma and, pretty much, God, I don't think I really know anyone. Maybe I've met one person in my life that says they have no trauma. It's like, wow, I know a lot of people. So, be gentle, everyone, okay? We all are dealing with something. Love one another. Control yourself. When you feel the need to control someone, go look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, control yourself, and ask yourself, why do you feel you have to control this person, this situation, this whoever, anyone around you? Why? And if you're not a narcissistic psychopath, then please go work on it. Because you can. We can all change. You can teach old dogs new tricks. But the problem is the controller, who has no control over themselves, is the one that has to decide that they want to help themselves. Until then, shut the fuck up. Because anything you say is nagging. And that goes for anyone you're trying to fix or help or this or what, right? If they didn't ask for it, you're nagging. So shut up. All right, have a good day. Bye.